Let us learn about all important topics, all important definitions in the first unit of 10th class chapter heat. So, heat. First of all, we have to know the definition of heat. What is heat? The heat is the form of energy and that flows from a hot body to a cold body. Always remember one thing, the heat flows from hot body to cold body. Okay. And next, SI unit of heat is joule and CGS unit of heat is calorie. So next go to the temperature. So we already know temperature is the degree of hotness or coldness. We call it as temperature. So temperature is also measured in degree Celsius as well as in Kelvin Celsius. So 0 degree Celsius which is equal to 273 times of Kelvin and thermal equilibrium. So the name suggests itself as thermal equilibrium. Thermal means heat, equilibrium means equality. Okay. Next, when two bodies are in contact, the heat flows from hot body to a cold body. So we already know heat flows from hot body to a cold body. These transformation will be continuous. The transformation will be continuous up to when the two bodies are attain constant temperature. Heat flows at continuously the when the temperature reaches equal, then that time the transformation of heat will stops. So that is known as thermal equilibrium. So next, evaporation. Evaporation is, we already know what is evaporation means. We simply say the process of conversion of liquid phase into a gaseous phase, which is known as evaporation. But in 10th class, we have to learn much more information about evaporation. So evaporation is a surface phenomena. So evaporation is always depends upon the surface. It doesn't depends upon the temperature. At any temperature only the evaporation takes place. But it requires a surface. So it requires a surface area. So the process of escaping of water molecules from the upper surface of a liquid at any temperature. So evaporation doesn't depends upon the temperature, it only depends upon the surface area. It only depends upon the surface area. Next, condensation. We already know it is the process of changing of a gas state to liquid state. So the process of conversion of gas phase into a liquid phase, which is known as a condensation. Simply, for example, take a water bottle from the fridge. We all observe a droplets on the upper surface of the bottle. Yes, that is known as condensation. Remember, the water bottle taken out from the fridge, which is known as condensation process. Next, humidity. So humidity, we all observe humidity in a rainy season. Okay, humidity is the amount of water vapor present in the air in the atmosphere, which is known as humidity. So the amount of water vapor present in the air, which is known as humidity. Humidity means the cloudy nature. The cloudy nature. Okay. Next, dew. The water droplets are condensed on the surface of the surface. So is known as dew. Dew is nothing but we can observe in morning days, we can observe water droplets on the car mirrors, leaves, etc. That is known as dew. Fog. The fog is defined as the dust particles present in the air. So there are the dust particles. We observe smoke like in morning days there is a smoke like structure is there. So that is known as fog. And boiling point, we already know, by heating a water, the boiling point, the water starts evaporation after reaching 100 degrees Celsius temperature. Okay, the process of changing the liquid into vapor state at constant temperature means, constant temperature means 100 degrees Celsius. At 100, while the water reaches 100 degrees, then only the evaporation takes place. Okay. Next, melting point. The process of conversion solid into liquid, which is known as melting. Simply remember one thing, ice cubes. When we take ice cubes from the fridge, it starts melting. So that is known as melting point. Next, freezing. The process of converting a liquid phase into a solid means nothing but ice cubes, water kept in a fridge, which is freezed in the ice, and the water becomes solid. The water becomes ice cube now, that is known as solid. So freezing is nothing but the process of conversion liquid into a solid.